quilty friends, thanks again for joining me over at Brenda's Quilting Studio. Let me show you what's happening up on the quilting bed. Look at that. I have got red work up here on the quilting bed. Have you done red work? Have you had some of it? Do you tend to usually embroider on top of it with the red thread? I have received it that way many times. This time she chose to leave it just as is, and I think it's charming just as she has brought it. She's making this charming quilt for a friend who has some medical issues and needs some extra loving, and they've done a lot of gardening activities together. Isn't that just charming, charming red work? She has another small panel up at the top that you can see when this one gets all done. When you have red work, you're kind of limited in your thread choices. If you do red thread, it's going to overpower everything in the design. So normally we do white thread, and it just makes a classic design on it. You can see it in the white area and the red area right here. I'm using what's probably my favorite design right now, which is called Daisy Power. I just think it's so charming and sweet. I'm actually using my little bit more puffy batting on purpose because there isn't a lot of dimension in the color of the thread. I want dimension in the style of the stitching, and so it's adding a little puffiness here and a little bit on the backing. She's chosen to use that charming white on white embossment, and you can see that little bit of the depth of the quilting there because of the batting that I am using. Let me show you the corners that she's put on right here. She's literally got 5 borders that she has right here, but as she has the polka dot border going around, she's also put a half square triangle connecting it together to literally create a churn dash style all the way around on the quilt. So that may be something you might want to consider, a half square triangle cornerstone that would actually meet with another border. It takes a little thought process in order to create it, but if that's something you'd like to do, here's a nice option to consider. I will also be doing the binding on this one, and I will be using this polka dot right here, so stay tuned for some pictures of that. If you check it out on Facebook, Brenda's Quilting Studio, you can find out about that information down in the show notes of how you can send me a quilt or find me on Facebook. Have an amazing quilty day, and if you're doing some red work, show us some pictures of it.